sisters, Hunty Hunter here, and welcome back to the sister collection review. I don't even know where to start. Like, should I start with the palette or should I start with the brush set? This is iconic. Like, it's sold out everywhere. I'm so glad I got my hands on it. I literally ordered it like minutes after it dropped. James Charles has been such an inspiration for me. He's so young and he's so successful, and I think that he just took the whole makeup community by storm. Okay, so before we open this up, we're gonna read this little note on the back that James left us. Hi sisters, James Charles here, and welcome back to my palette. I love glam, but I also have a huge passion for crazy, colorful, outside of the box makeup, and I created this palette with that in mind. I include every beautiful formulated shade necessary to create literally any look you could possibly imagine. I can't wait to see what you come up with when you unleash your inner artist. So here it is. This is the packaging. So as you can see, you open it up. It comes with a nice little shade name guide, and then it also has this quote that says unleash your inner artist. Okay, so I'm starting from the top row across. We have canvas, ring light, so good, 518, breasted, Halloween, wig, tea, punch me, sister, Mary, literally, you're kidding, shook, boutique, Benny, flashback, face, tune, code James, 10% off, no beans, spooky, B, guac, hello, playground, brother, artistry, love that, pinkety drinkety, social blade, daddy, Cape Cod, cola, acapella, escape, single, and skip. Had this palette been out back in the day when I started collecting makeup, I probably wouldn't have bought half the palettes that I have. This has pretty much everything you need. And something else that really stuck out to me when I got this palette was the comparison to a regular Morphe palette. Look at the difference. So before we get to applying the palette, we're gonna go ahead and unleash our inner brushes. This is a 34-piece brush set, includes a Morphe sponge. The packaging, hello, this is really cute. So there's another note on the side from James, so we're gonna go ahead and read that. Hi sisters, James Charles here, and welcome back to my brush collection. Brushes are any artist's tool to create a masterpiece. I curated this brush set with my favorite brushes that are all vital to each step of the makeup routine, but also included some duplicates of my most used eye brushes. This way you have absolutely everything you need for a full collection, and you can focus on unleashing your inner artist. Wow, this is huge. Everything in this collection is massive, and I like that because it makes the products feel very luxurious. Very neatly packaged. We have our Morphe beauty sponge, and then here is the beloved brushes. Okay, here's all the brushes that I opened, and so I'm gonna start off just by doing my brows. I always like to set my brows with powder. I usually use translucent setting powder, but today I'm gonna go ahead and mix the shade 10% off and code James. Personally, what I like to do is I like to tap it off, go back in, tap it off. I'm taking an E62 brush, and I'm just gonna go very lightly over my brows. So now that my brows are complete, I'm going to go in with my NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer and my M410 brush. I'm going to go ahead and prime my lid with MAC Paint Pot in the shade Painterly. Okay, so using an M441 brush, I'm going to go ahead and dip into the shade Tune. So far this color is very pigmented and it's blending beautifully. Taking an M433 brush and dip into the shade Mary. I'm just taking the shade Mary all over the lid. Going back in with the shade Tune to make sure this is a seamless blend. So next I'm going to take a M506 brush, and I'm going to dip into the shade Flashback. Placing it right under the brow as a highlight. I'm using my M124 brush, spritzing that off with the Fix Plus. Now that my brush is nice and damp, I'm going to go ahead and grab the shade Sister. So I'm going to go back in with the shade Tune right above. Now that I popped on some dramatic lashes, I'm going to finish the rest of my face using my Morphe beauty sponge. Okay, so I'm dusting off some of the bake from under my eyes because I don't like to leave it on for too long or else it gets a little too dry for me. I'm going back in with the shade Tune with an M441 brush under my eyes. And just to add some color to this look, I'm going to dip into the shade Skip, and I'm going to go right under the lash line. Going back in with the shade Tune, right around that. I'm loving this look. I feel so dramatic with these lashes. So now I'm going to go ahead and highlight the inner corner with the shade Ring Light. And then I'm bringing it under the lash line. Okay guys, so I'm almost finished with this look. The last step that I'm going to do is a highlight. I'm going to be taking my M501 brush and I'm dipping into the shade Face. So the coverage without Fix Plus is not too bad. I'm going to go ahead and spritz my brush just a little bit. That actually looks really good. For my last step, I'm just going to use the shade Soft Serve by Jeffree Star for my lips. This is the finished look. So overall, I really loved how this palette performed. I feel like I could play with this for days and make so many different looks. As far as the brush set goes, I think that this is essential for any artist, and I would 10 out of 10 100% recommend this bundle. So thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed my first impressions. I have so many looks in mind that I want to create with this palette, so stay tuned for that. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up down below. Follow me on all my social medias at HuntyHunter. Thank you for watching.